Dow Jones absolutely decimated today, down 800 points. The bond market sent a message today. It was screaming loud and clear that big trouble is on the horizon. And I hope every one of you were listening to that message. The bond market is screaming. Are you listening? It's Wednesday, August 14, 2019. I'm currently out here working in Las Vegas, and I want to make a quick video this evening in regards to the devastation we just witnessed take place in the stock market today. People are going to see what reality looks like, whether they want to or not. And today, America got a good dose of reality, and this is just the beginning. Just the beginning. Global stock markets are selling off because of weakening economic data, whether that's Asia, Europe, or here in the US. The markets are not buying the BS. They're not listening when the president comes out and demands that Jerome Powell and the Fed lower rates. They're not listening about trade negotiations. They're just not buying this news where a few words could change these markets. If you watch the metals market, absolutely excelling today on what's happening. And this is, again, why I believe you better be holding hard assets. Nothing bad's even happened yet. If you think this is the end of it, I think you're sadly mistaken. Sure, we could bounce back tomorrow. We could bounce back the rest of the week. We just lost 765 points last Monday. Here we are on Wednesday with an 800-point loss. This volatility is not normal. To believe that a recession is not coming after the yield curve inversion, you are defying history. The recession has begun, and if you needed any more confirmation, you got it today with the 2-year and 10-year inverting. And right now, the 2-year and 10-year are just 2 basis points off from inverting again. Let me remind you, this is just the beginning. You haven't seen anything yet. The market could bounce back 1,000 points tomorrow. It doesn't matter. The volatility, the inversions, what we're seeing happening in Hong Kong, what we're seeing happening across the globe with these economic reports, markets across the world are selling off. People that I think somewhat have a brain are figuring out that this Ponzi scheme is starting to unwind. And if you don't get out of this quick enough, I surely believe you're going to get wiped out. Going back to the yield curve inversion, the 30-year today was at an all-time low. The 2-year right now is at 1.581. The 10-year right now is at 1.583, 2 basis points. I looked at the Dow futures for tomorrow. They're down about 2 points. So we're going to wait and see what happens. I would be shocked if we didn't see the plunge protection team get involved and prop this market back up tomorrow. I would not be surprised if we saw the Fed come out and speak. I believe that, I don't know if they can wait till September for a rate cut. We may see a half point now. If this continues, we will see a half point rate cut coming soon. And that should just tell you that quantitative easing, more money printing, and going to zero on interest rates is coming. And that should just tell all those people out there who believe that this is a good economy, why are we lowering rates? Why are we seeing 800-point losses like we're seeing today? This volatility, we can blame all this on China trade negotiations and trade wars and all we want. But let's be real for a second. Let's look at the problem for what it is. It's major debt. Global debt is excelling. Debt and deficits around the world, especially right here in the US, are accelerating. This is just absolutely unsustainable. And at some point, the chickens are coming home to roost. And we got a severe warning last Monday. We got another one today. Yet people want to deny that this isn't going on. Don't listen to these idiots who are telling you everything's going to be okay. The Fed is in big trouble. massive debt on the balance sheets, 200 basis points to fix this problem. We have a global slowdown happening right now, and we could see a major depression right here in America. Anybody telling you that things are okay is lying to you. Macy's today, earnings for the 3 months ending in July came in at 28 cents per share. That is down 47% from last year. 47%. And people think everything is okay. Article, I believe this was on Bloomberg today. Chinese and Arabic clients are drying up in Beverly Hills. The high-end retailers are seeing a big slowdown. The big money is slowing down. The Coach store in Beverly Hills says that Chinese shoppers are down 40%. And where are the American shoppers? We have become so reliant on foreign money to even come and shop in America, to come and buy real estate, to come and buy luxury retail products. Americans can't even shop in their own stores now. We're relying on Middle Eastern money and Chinese, Asian money to come into America to keep our higher-end luxury retail stores afloat. We can't be reliant on the rest of the world for manufacturing and products, and for them to have international buyers to come in and support our luxury markets. When is America going to start supporting itself? When will America start manufacturing its own products, start being self-reliant, shopping, supporting its own retail sectors, instead of relying on all this international money to support America? This is really, really dangerous when you think about it. When your shopping malls are reliant on foreign money and foreign shoppers, more so than it is on its own American citizens. Article today on wolfstreet.com, 21% of all auto loans are subprime. So nearly a quarter of all auto loans are subprime loans. Auto delinquencies jumped 47 basis points year over year. So about a half-point uptick in delinquencies. As you know, 7 million people are severely delinquent 90 days plus on their auto loans. It is climbing. And what we're also seeing on top of this is we're seeing people pulling cash out of homes. They're doing refis. They're doing cash out refis on their homes. We are seeing such a repeat of 2008. This thing is 2008 on steroids. People, are so desperate now. They're either so desperate that they're pulling money out of their homes, or they're just so dumb that they're pulling money out of their homes to keep up with the Joneses and to try and stay in the middle class. They're going broke trying to stay in the middle class. So we're seeing some really, really bad signs here that should concern every one of you. Another article today on Bloomberg, Americans say they can't afford a vacation. A survey on this report in Bloomberg found that 42% of Americans decided not to take a vacation because they're concerned about the economy. They're concerned about their own economic well-being. 40% of the economy on this survey, or 40% of the people on the survey said that they believe that the economy is not doing that good. I would say that after what happened today, that number probably rose quite a bit. I think if you really aren't living in the twilight zone, you're living in the real world, I think that you know that this economy is not doing that well. And again, the stock market is completely detached from reality. It's completely propped up. I mean, just think, if they didn't have near 0% interest rates for a decade or over a decade, if they didn't have QE, if they didn't have all these business analysts on TV propping up this market, it's like they were today. Everybody's saying everything's going to be fine. This is just a little speed bump, nothing to worry about. Don't be concerned. Nothing to see here. Just go on with your day. Just imagine if they didn't have the power of the media, if they didn't have all this QE, low rates, where would this market really be? Where would this economy really be right now if people weren't using credit cards? Very, very scary times. And I think every one of us better be really taking precautions here, because again, as I've always said, we don't know if something's going to happen tomorrow, next week, next year, 3 years from now. We don't know. But when we get a wake-up call like the one we got today, I think that everybody better really, really think about their preparations. They better think about holding hard assets. They better think about security. We're seeing, again, more crazy violence taking place all over the country, and nothing has even happened yet. Wait till something really happens in America. Wait till you wake up and see 2,000 or 3,000 points blown right off the Dow Jones. People are going to go into panic. You know, people who look at their 401ks and the retirements, and you know, they go up a little bit, they go down a little bit. They got some really bad news today, and we go through a couple more days of this. People are going to start getting very, very worried, and when people start losing faith in these markets, big trouble will come. And today, people that weren't too worried got a little bit more worried. And if you're watching this, make sure you are taking precautions. Like I said, things may come back tomorrow. They could bounce back 1,000 points tomorrow, and then everybody will think everything is okay. Amazing how people get very, very complacent. Last Monday, 765. Today, 800. When's it going to be 1,000 or 2,000? We have another bad day. We're under 25,000 points. We were over 27,000 points on the Dow. So think about how quickly all this can turn around, how quickly you can wake up into a mess like we woke up to today. Again, problems in Asia, Hong Kong, trade war, global stock markets across the world having massive trouble, economies across the world, big trouble. Argentina losing nearly 50% of its stock market on Monday. Yet people are going to tell us that there's no problem and we shouldn't be concerned? Please. So I'm going to wrap this video up. Before I go, a couple quick points. As I said earlier, I'm in Las Vegas, and it's shocking to see how much security is in the casinos, in the resorts. Bomb dogs now on the properties of these resorts and casinos. Bomb dogs. This is the direction that things are going now here in America, and this is why I'm so adamant that everybody make sure that they have adequate security, that they're training, and that you are educating yourself and staying awake, really being awake to what's happening globally and especially right here in America. But your number one weapon is really educating yourself and being aware of what's going on, not listening to everything the media is telling you, not listening to everything what these business analysts are telling you. You know, they work for these financial institutions. They don't want you to leave the markets. They want you to come in and buy. They're pulling you, just like Vegas, they're pulling you to the table, to the poker table, to the roulette wheel. They're pulling you in, and they want to pull every last dollar out of you. When this Ponzi scheme comes tumbling down, there are going to be millions upon millions of people wiped out. There's going to be pensions wiped out, money markets wiped out, retirements wiped out. This is no time to be asleep. This is the time to be preparing right now. And I'm going to leave on this. The two most valuable and cheapest undervalued assets in the entire world are gold and silver. And you saw how they did today. Not to say they're not going to try and knock them down tomorrow, but I think by now we can all see the direction this is all going in. This economy and these markets are coming down. And if you don't hold something in your hands, you don't own it. Have a great day. Have a great week. We'll talk very soon. God bless.